Hello students, we studied about various types of landforms in India in our previous chapters. Do you remember all those? We studied about the Himalayan mountains, northern plains, peninsular plateau, the Great Indian Desert, coastal plains and the island groups of India. All these are very different from one another. They are unique, one of their kind. In this chapter, chapter 5, we will study about the climate of India. In different parts of our country, we have got different climatic conditions. We will study about that in this chapter. Do you know that different parts of India have different climatic conditions because of these different landforms? I said climatic conditions. Do you know what is climate? Or have you heard the word weather? Or are these weather and climate the same? Let us understand the difference between climate and weather before we start this chapter. What is climate? Climate is the condition of the atmosphere in an area over a long period of time. But what is weather? Weather is the state of the atmosphere at a place at a time. So climate, we can say, it is the condition of the atmosphere for a long period of time. And weather is the state of the atmosphere at a place at a time. You didn't understand that well? Let us see that with an example. When we say that it is very cold today, we are describing the weather of a place. In today, the atmosphere, the surrounding, it is cold. That means the condition of the atmosphere at this present time here, it is cold. That means the condition of the atmosphere of this place at this time is cold. So that is weather. So the weather is cold today. Not the climate is cold. It may be cold, warm, windy, cloudy, rainy, sunny, etc. It can be any. At that particular point of time, what is the condition of the atmosphere? When we say that, we say the weather is cloudy, the weather is rainy, the weather is sunny, the weather is windy, the weather is cold. Understand that? But when we say that it is hot in the deserts, what does it mean? We mean that generally it is hot in deserts. In deserts, it may be cold sometimes, but generally the climate of the desert will be hot. In this case, we are describing the climate of that place, the climate of the desert. The climate of the desert is hot, the weather at present is cold. Hope you understand that. And these two, the climate or the weather, they influence our food habits, dressing patterns, and the type of settlements or the type of houses that we make. All those are affected because of this climate and the weather of a region. In this chapter 5, the climate of India, let us learn how the climate of one region differs from the other region. Let's start with the factors affecting climate. The climate of a place is decided or determined by different aspects, and we will learn about them in this chapter. Let us see that what are the factors that affect the climate of a region. The first one is distance of a place from the sea. Distance of a place from the sea affects the climate of a region. If a place is near to the sea, the climate there will be very pleasant. But if it is far away from the sea, it will be very hot there in summers and very cold there in winters. Such type of climatic condition we will say extreme climate. And the second factor that decides the climate of a region is the altitude. What is altitude? The height. How high the place is. From the sea level, how high that place is. The altitude or the height of a place influence its climate. For example, places located high up in the mountains are cooler than the places which are plains. Plains will be warmer, the high mountains will be cooler. Other factors such as wind, rainfall and temperature also affect the climate of a region. Distance from the equator is the another factor that affects the climate of a region. What is equator? It is an imaginary line that divides our earth into two halves. Look at this picture. Here this globe is divided into two. A line is drawn. The line that is drawn there is the equator. The part above the line is northern hemisphere and the part below the line is southern hemisphere. The earth is divided into two equal halves using an imaginary line called equator. And what is the specialty of this equator? Equator is the place where the sun's rays hit directly. So when the sun's rays hit directly there, that part will be warmer. And the places which are far away from the equator will have a cooler climate. That's all about the factors that affect the climate of a region. Now let us see about the seasons of India. India has three main seasons: summer, monsoon and winter. In other parts of the world, there are two more seasons. They are autumn and spring. But some regions of India experience autumn and spring season that we will see towards the end of this chapter. First, let us talk about summer. The summer season in India falls between March and May. May and June are the hottest months of the year. There is extreme heat in summers and hot winds blow throughout the day in summer season. In summer season, days are very long and nights are very short. In summer season, the places near the sea are cooler as the sea breeze blows there always. From the sea, the wind blows to the shore, and that's where the shore will be very cool. In the northern place, during the daytime, a very hot wind used to blow during summer season. Its name is Loo. What is the name of that hot dry wind that blows in the northern plains? Loo. And the desert region in the northwestern part of India is extremely hot in the summer season. But the mountain regions have a relatively or comparatively cool climate during this time of the year. During the summer season, mountain regions are cooler. That will be very pleasant and comfortable to live there in mountain regions during the summer season. That's all about the summer season. Now let us see the monsoon season. The monsoon or rainy season falls between June and September. That is the time when we get rainfall in our country. During this monsoon season, moisture-laden winds begin to blow towards the land from the sea. What is this moisture-laden winds? Winds that carry moisture. Moisture is water vapor. From the sea, the wind collects moisture or water vapor, and that wind blows to the land. And that wind causes rainfall all over the Indian subcontinent. These moisture-bearing winds blow from Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. From this Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea, they blow to the northern part of our country, to the mainland of India. And that's why we get rainfall all over India. Humidity in the air rises, and that causes the amount of water in the air to increase. What is humidity? Humidity is the amount of water in the air. The air contains water vapor in it. We cannot see that because it is in gas form. That's why we cannot see that. And that vapor in the air increases during these months because the winds that blow from the sea will have more vapor in that. And because of that, the water vapor in the air will increase during the monsoon season. In our country, farmers depend upon the monsoon rains for agriculture. In agriculture, the farmers, they wanted to irrigate their supply water to their fields, and that supply of water is done by the monsoon rains. Of course, we have many other ways in which we can supply water to the fields. Some regions get excessive rainfall during the monsoon season, and that causes floods. What is excessive rainfall? To get rainfall more than what they wanted. And because of that, entire land will be covered under water. That is flood. But other parts receive very less rainfall. That sometimes leads to droughts. What is drought? It is lack of water because of no rain. During the monsoon season, very strong wind used to blow. They were called as cyclones, and they used to cause widespread damage to life and the property of the people. The cyclones are very strong winds. When they blow, they destroy everything. The agriculture fields, the houses, the buildings, everything will be destroyed by the cyclones. During the monsoon season, the western coast and the northeastern regions, they receive heavy rainfall. But Rajasthan and Gujarat, they receive very little rainfall during monsoon season. That's all about monsoon season. Now let us talk about winter season. Winter season in India falls between November and February. In the northern plains, very cold wind blows, making the region extremely cold. In winter season, the days are short and nights are very long. But in the summer season, how to us? The days are long and the nights are very short. In winter season, most of the hilly area receive heavy snowfall. January is the coldest month in the northern plains. In winter season, The desert is pleasant during day, but cold at night. It will be very comfortable during the daytime in deserts, but at night it will be very cold. The coastal plains also experience very comfortable or very pleasant weather during winter season. The Coromandel coast in Tamil Nadu receives heavy rainfall during this season. That's all about winter season. Now let us see the other two seasons, spring and autumn. The spring arrives before the onset of summer and after the retreat of the winter season. So we can say the spring season comes between winter and summer season. And autumn season is experienced after the rainy season. It usually falls during the month of October. As I told you in the beginning, these two seasons, spring and autumn, we do not experience in all the parts of our country. Autumn can be experienced in Wayanad in Kerala, Kolkata and Darjeeling in West Bengal, Ladakh in Kashmir, and many other places like Mysore in Karnataka, and states like Uttarakhand and Gujarat also experience autumn season. That's all about the chapter. Now watch the video again. I gave a lot of details here on the screen. Note them down into your notebook. Along with that, find out all the difficult words that you find in the chapter, write them in your notebook and write each word 5 times and send that to my WhatsApp number before 5 o'clock today. Thank you for watching.